Alrighty, I'm gonna show you how to make a Godzilla. Okay. First things first, you wanna get your ball of clay and then split it probably like 40-60, I'd say. As your percentages of like what you want to split it into. This is for like musculature and stuff and all that. And then the rest is for like the main body, the skeleton you'll build off of. Let's see if we can get a better angle of this. Okay, and then first things first, you want to press into the middle towards about 20-80. So 20 being the top part where the arms and the head will be, and 80 being where the tail and the legs will be. And then you just continue to press in. Use your finger, because I don't use tools. You can use tools too, it works just the same. Use that to press in to make a shape like this. Then you just pinch and pull over and over until eventually you get the arm, and bend that like this. And continue to do this for both arms. And then you can pinch and pull for the top part. You get the head and then make a small bend where the head will be. And so you can already see it like kind of coming through. Obviously you can do whatever you want to make this look more even, because I don't really care about symmetry that much. Alrighty, and then what you want to do is pull most of the clay. You can rub some down into the tail, and it doesn't really matter how much like are left for your legs, but you can just like push down in the middle to split these into where the legs will be, because you always have that extra clay to add on to it, and if it doesn't work you can obviously redistribute it. I'm just saying 80-20 is what I tend to do. You pinch and pull until eventually that comes out, and do the tail however you feel like, and get there. And so you can already see Godzilla kind of coming through. Then you get your extra stuff and you start splitting up where you want it. So I'm just distributing these where I think I want them on the body, based on how much extra detail I want on that part of the body. And then we leave like a bigger lump right there for possibly the tail or something like that. So we get this, put these on the leg. There we go. And then we get this. Then we're gonna do the chest right here. So what we first do is we get this and just rub it and then flatten it with your thumb, and then press this on the middle right here. And then get this part, which you'll have as the I'm trying to think of the word. This will be the chest right here. These are the abs, obviously. You place these over it. You always want to place it over it, just because it looks better. And then you can get the ribs with two smaller pieces. You just make two worms by rolling these in between your fingers. And there you go. Place that on the side right there, if you can see that. And then do the same here. Right here. Do that on both sides. And then what you want to do next is pull a small piece off. You probably want a little more than this, but you pull a small piece off and pinch it in the middle to make two little small balls. And then you press that right here. I actually don't remember what this muscle is or what this is, but it looks nice, so I do it. And then if you want to, you can add like his neck muscles and all that, but it's not really that necessary. Then I'm going to bulk out his arms a little here. So what we do is we just place 2 little pieces here on the arm, and we were basically just press that in and rub it in at the same time. Obviously that's not the biggest thing, but it doesn't need to be that thick. And you should blend these in whenever you feel like you need to, just so you don't mess up the detail. I personally just don't use tools, but if you want to, you always can. You press these in. Alrighty, there's that. I'm going to use a small last bit of clay for the arms to finish these off. There's that. Alright, arms done. Work on the legs now. So actually, we'll do the back first. So we got this right here. What most people do is they'll make like each individual spike, but I find that to be way tedious and unnecessary. So I just place a huge lump on the back, rub that in, and then you'll see what we do with that in a second. I'm basically going to repeat the process that we did with the arms to bulk them up and slowly apply parts to, first we do the thighs, because this is the base and this will set up everything later. First we do the thighs, then we do the calves. And obviously if you need to, you can do and apply the same process to the inner thighs and all that. It's actually maybe a little too much, unless we have enough for the tail. I'm going to stretch him out just to make it a little bit more proportionate. We're actually going to take a little bit of this off, just because I always like Godzilla's arms to be a little longer than you normally would have them. In proportion to the rest of his body, at least. It feels a little longer. Get these in. And I always give Godzilla a bend, just because I think it always looks better, but it's just based on personal preference. This is what I do with my Godzillas. Bend these. And then we get this huge chunk right here into the tail. And basically we just sew the rest of it onto the tail. And that's about it. And then we'll get onto the spikes. Alrighty, here's Godzilla so far. Actually, I just realized most people use wire for this stuff. I do not. Just because I think it limits your mobility a lot. Just to clarify that, because I know a lot of people do that with their models for stop motion stuff. You can get a similar sturdiness without the wires. Alright, now let's get working on these spikes. So what we do is we use the pinch and pull technique. You just pull these up and do 3 big ones here. I tend to not do the other 2 rows, but if you feel like it, you always can. Just for simplicity and ease of animating, I always keep it just to these 3 spikes that I mainly focus on, and the smaller 4th one. And then what you do is you just continue this technique all the way down the tail. And here we go. There we go. All the way down. And then smaller. You can get the zoom in on that. Always get a smaller indentions right here. Always indentions to show the spike is like separated from the body. And smaller. And just slowly pull parts off to make spines right there. There we go. There are spines. Obviously, you can do the spines however you want. If you want to do something closer to like 2014's, what I do is I literally just push it down and then do that. It's basically what I do for those types of spines, for Godzilla and stuff like that, and Monsterverse, because this gives the same concept with his spines, just not as detailed. Now we go into the head. This is a hard part to explain already. So, first things first, what we do is we press in with our thumb and our pointer finger, and you hold it up like this, and then you press in with your pointer finger, and then you pull this out, the lower jaw out. Then you're going to do the same thing to the top, and just soften the top part, but not the back part of the skull, because obviously that would be where the brain is, and so we had to keep that a little bigger. Then we use our thumb to put our fingers to put little indentions at the top. It's hard to show that, but do that to show a little bit of depth in the mouth. Then you pinch and pull for his two canines, and that would be about it for Godzilla. I don't know, let me know if you guys want to like see any more of these types of videos where I just explain how to sculpt and stuff like that. That'd be Godzilla right there. Simple, easy thing for me at least. I hope this process makes sense.